And the only thing else I got to say is, how about them Cowboys? Yeah!
Happy holiday, Cowboy Nation and angry Cowboy fans around the world. It's your boy, the Angry Cowboys fan here on YouTube, the place where y'all can find my raw and uncut emotion about the Dallas Cowboys 24/7, 365. And as long as I'm alive, y'all know I'm DC for life, baby. And if you're DC for life, won't you go ahead, hit that subscribe button. Subscribe to what we do here, ladies and gentlemen, because guess what? It's free to do, and you help the channel when you do it. Everybody knows that the Dallas Cowboys were down to the Seattle Seahawks through the third and fourth quarter of Thursday night's game. The Dallas Cowboys defense had a hard time stopping Geno Smith, DK Metcalf, and the Seahawks offense. This called for Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboy offense to have a shootout with Seattle. Other than the 3 losses and close game with the LA Chargers, the Dallas Cowboys haven't had to worry about a fourth quarter comeback or a fourth quarter win until this past Thursday. The Dallas Cowboys did what a lot of the haters thought that they couldn't do. They won a hard-fought battle against a team who was above 500. Dak Prescott and the offense carried the defense when it was the narrative earlier in the season. The defense was carrying the offense. So, be prepared for the narrative to change again once the Seahawks fall under 500. It's just a warning, Cowboys Nation. It's just a warning. Jump to Friday's episode of Speak, where they're talking about Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys victory, and of course, the Cowboys victory was minimized by Emmanuel Acho, Joy Taylor, and Shady McCoy. They even minimized the Dallas Cowboys' dominating victory over the Washington Commanders, as if they didn't play anybody. So, Cowboys Nation, before we get into the commentary of the Seahawks game, I want to show you a bit of a reaction for the Cowboys beating the Commanders, and then we're gonna come back and talk about that. Check it out.
Who they beating? They ain't beat nobody good. And my thing is, the bad teams that they are playing, they whooping them.
Okay, the Dallas Cowboys didn't play anybody during the game against the Commanders, right? Acho isn't impressed by a blowout victory from the Cowboys. According to Joy, blowout wins aren't impressive in the NFL. They look unimpressed about a blowout victory against the Washington Commanders. Now, I'm going to show you their reaction to the Philadelphia Eagles' 7-point victory over the same Commanders team. Now, remember, the Commanders are a bad team, and you shouldn't have confidence after beating them, right? Check this out.
Yeah, baby. The best team in football, you know who it is. You see us, baby. You see us. They hate us. They hate us, baby. They hate us.
You got Shady McCoy waving a Philadelphia Eagles flag around. Joy cackling at it like she's watching her middle school crush pick on the kid in PE. Acho joining in on the laughter after beating a team that's under 500. But when the Dallas Cowboys do it, they're not impressed. We were supposed to do that. Not once did I hear that the Philadelphia Eagles were supposed to win against the Commanders. Their 7-point victory doesn't get the title. Are you impressed with the Eagles' win against the Commanders? What about the game where they barely beat that same Commanders team? That question was never presented, and it will never be presented because of the hatred and the bias that this show has. The hypocrisy and the hatred's real. It's real, Cowboys Nation. And it's coming from 3 out of 4 of the hosts of that show. The only one that is real on there and that has an unbiased opinion is James Jones. We appreciate your candidness and willingness to go against the current James Jones. Continue to be an individual and not a Stephen A. clone. Now, on to their commentary of the Seattle versus Dallas game. During one of my lives, I was told by angry Cowboys fans, shout-outs to Lee is out of your league and Carlito Cash, I appreciate you guys. But they showed me that Joy and Shady were saying that in order for Dak Prescott to prove that he's that dude, he has to throw a couple picks. I mean, honestly, I couldn't believe it when I read it, Cowboys Nation. Lee is out of your league. Just watch Joy Taylor and Shady say that Dak needs to throw more interceptions because that's the only way we will know that he is great. What? What? How does that make sense? That's what they said. I'm going to get on that one. But y'all know me. As soon as I got off my live, I went straight to YouTube to watch the segment. Oh my goodness, Cowboys Nation. I couldn't believe what was coming out of their mouths. I sat and watched that entire clip in disbelief. We have witnessed yet again the goalposts being moved. So I'm going to play you the audio to what Shady had to say about being in adversity and being able to rise up from it. That's the sign of a true MVP, a great team, and an even greater quarterback. So let's take a listen to what he had to say, and then we're going to come back and unpack that raw and uncut. So everybody, take a listen.
I will say that for me, I don't think it changes the MVP race. I will say, though, that performance last night, it kind of put it in perspective. Okay, it's a real conversation with Dak Prescott. Right now, you got Patrick Mahomes, you got Jalen Hurts, and then you got Dak Prescott. Mm-hmm. Now it's like a real conversation where I think every week it matters how he plays, how Jalen plays, how Pat plays. But to say last night he just moved up because of that performance, I can't give you that. I just think now it's a realistic situation now. I mean, Dak Prescott, see, I tell people all the time with the Dallas Cowboys fans, this is not personal with Dak. I don't even know the guy. So I'm always honest. If he's playing bad, I say it. He's playing good, I say it. He's playing phenomenal right now. This is the best I've ever seen Dak Prescott play. Small things like he's using his legs a lot better. He looks a little bit more elusive. His ball placement. There's a pass to CD Lamb in the end zone.
A drop one?
No, not even a drop one. I mean, that was dangerous. Your boy should have caught that pick.
Q?
Yeah. But anyway, I'm talking about the touchdown to CD. That's a dot. I'm not used to seeing him throw dots like that. So I am impressed the way he's been playing, and I don't care nothing about the competition. Yes, I would love to see him play against better competition and do them things, but it's the NFL, right? And he doesn't make the schedule. He's balling out. The only question I do have about Dak is he always has a little question mark, Joey Taylor. When I watch Dak for all these years, I feel like he's the best when everything is cool and collected. When everything's going good, right? Everything's going well for the offense. He's confident, right? Even his interviews is different, right? His interviews is just, you know what I mean? He make a play, he start flexing. Like, he's a different type of dude when things are going right. Yeah. It's when things are going bad, right? It's when you may be on the road. It's when you playing the Niners at home, right? We need that same Dak Prescott from last night against them type of teams. And when things go bad, then you start seeing the head dropping. Then you start hearing the interviews. Well, you know what? It's not us. You know, the media, y'all picked us to be this great. Because he did it before. Yeah. So all I'm saying is, I love the way Dak Prescott is playing right now. I just got to see the same type of behavior, same type of swagger, same type of plays being made when things are not perfect, when the offense are not gelling, when you're getting touched more by defensive ends, when people's more in your face, when you may throw a pick, you may throw two picks, how do you respond? DeRon Bland last night, I was so happy that he was getting beat like that. You know why? Because everybody praises you when everything's going good. Mm-hmm. How do you bounce back when you getting picked on? They was picking on him.
It was.
And what did he do? He made a play. That's what great players do. I got to see that from Dak Prescott. That's all. Right now, it's good right now.
Warning, Cowboys Nation. I'm going to try and not get too pissed off about this, but I'm warning you ahead of time if I do. This was the dumbest take I have ever heard from any other talking head since I've really been paying attention this season. I could not believe that anyone took that as being a serious take. You mean to tell me that in order for Dak Prescott to be considered a great quarterback, he has to throw a couple picks, have a fumble, and fight back to win the game? That has got to be the biggest pile of parade horse shit that has ever been broadcast over national television. After getting on Dak Prescott for leading the NFL in interceptions last year, you want him to go out there this year and throw more interceptions? Man, that's contradiction at its finest. Let's get this straight. In order to be considered a great quarterback, you have to have poor ball security and poor field vision. You have to give the ball to the other team, go down on the scoreboard, and claw your way back up. So, if a quarterback went the entire season without throwing a pick, he has never put his team down on the scoreboard, and doesn't give the ball away, he's not a great quarterback? In order to be a serious MVP candidate, you have to overcome all this adversity? No, Shady, that's not the case. Does that bolster your MVP resume? Sure, but if a quarterback can go out there and undeniably ball out of control, is his MVP stock gonna fall? No. Actually, it's gonna go up. Against the Seahawks, Dak Prescott did what you were saying. He and the rest of the Dallas Cowboys fought back to eventually win that game. Things were not cool, calm, and collected on Thursday, Shady. Things were not perfect Thursday, Shady. And we still won the game. Then he goes on to say that his critique isn't personal. Bro, you are a Philadelphia Eagles fan. How in the hell can you say that it's not personal? It's in your DNA to hate the Dallas Cowboys. An Eagles fan told me that. Also, what was said amongst the talking heads when Micah Parsons had an issue with George Kittle wearing the F Dallas shirt? It's been personal, Shady. When you go on air with a live eagle on the set after an Eagles win and you don't bring any other team mascot after they win, you've made it personal. When you go on air and say Dak is ass, it's been personal. When you laugh at the thought of the Dallas Cowboys defense struggling and can't wait to see them crumble, Joy Taylor, you've made it personal. This is the issue with this show. 3 out of 4 of you come on here and project your bias for the world to see. You put it on display every time you speak. No pun intended. When you say that was dangerous, your boy should have caught that pick, that's your personal hatred and desire to want to see the Cowboys lose coming out. Also, he said he needs to see the Cowboys do what we did against the Seahawks to the Niners. In all these clips, he's saying he needs to see us perform and win against the Niners. He's never said do that against the Eagles. He won't say do that against the Eagles because he knows that the Dallas Cowboys almost came that close to beating the Philadelphia Eagles in Philadelphia. He knows deep down in his little heart that the Cowboys can beat the Philadelphia Eagles, so he wants to use the Cowboys boogeyman in his demands. Won't the Eagles do me a favor? How about y'all beat the Niners? I don't want to hear about last year. You don't have some of the same people from that team last year on the team now. So, different year, different team. The Eagles play the Niners tomorrow. We'll see who the best between the two are. And then the following Sunday, the Eagles see us again. I'm looking forward to a great game. As for Shady, Joy, and Ancho, when I saw this segment, a line in a movie popped into my head. It's a real good movie. But the part that I'm talking about fits this take and this show to a T. It depicts my thoughts when I first saw this segment. It really depicts my thoughts. So, take it away.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
This has been your boy, the Angry Cowboys fan. If you liked the video, go ahead and give it the thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, what are you doing? Subscribe. It's free. And I hope this video has intrigued you to do so. Hit that bell so you can stay up to date with the Angry Cowboys fan YouTube channel and whenever I go live or release a video. This has been your boy, the Angry Cowboys fan. Stay classy, stay good people, Cowboys Nation. Happy holidays. And I'm out.